Hello everybody, thank you for tuning in and watching. For context, this is Friday the 17th of May 2024, so we're halfway through May, and in the previous clip, if you watch that, I filmed the 2k stretch that I wanted to film going out of Goulburn. Now I'm on the way back in on exactly the same route, hoping the fog might have lifted a little bit, but sadly that's not the case. I know it's probably a lot to ask, but when you're watching these videos, particularly the running ones, I think it's best if you watch them in full screen on your phone, tablet or computer, or if you can cast them to your television somehow, just because you get a better view of everything. And whilst the scenery today isn't all that spectacular because of the fog, still get a nice view of the open countryside. You might just see the sun trying to break through the fog over there to the east. I'm going in the opposite direction to get back home, but I'm filming it so you get a different perspective on the run. For example, we're coming down this little slope a moment ago off the highway overpass. Whilst it's not particularly steep, this hill, it's something you've now got to factor in. I was talking a moment ago in the earlier clip about resilience and the ability to bounce back from adversity or from a setback, and whilst this is not an adverse thing or a setback, the ability to keep going and the determination to keep going when you come to a rise like this and you are now maybe feeling a little fatigued and your mind is starting to ask you, can we just stop for a moment? Can we just walk a little bit? And that's when that determination of the young girl, or those people who are running the half and the full marathon. In the full marathon, you're getting up around the 30-35 k's, and I've never done that, but I've heard lots of people who have done and talk about it, and your training will get you so far, and then those last few k's and the legs are about to give out. Everything's just hard and slow, painful, and you want to stop. Part of you says, well, I've done enough, let's stop. But that determination to keep going and get across the finish line, that's I suspect what keeps a lot of those runners going that last distance. Now, having said that, I don't mean any disrespect or cast any aspersions on anybody who decides they need to walk or just stops, because even with the best training in the world, there are just going to be days that is, John Lennon once said, days like this. We had Morrison saying his mother never told him there'd be days like this where you've done everything right. You've trained the house down for months beforehand. You've eaten properly, so you've got the right fuel. You've got your favourite comfortable, worn-in running shoes, shorts, everything else that you haven't tried out a new pair of shoes that day, or a new singlet or new shorts, anything like that. You've just got everything that you wear every other day, and even the conditions seem to suit you. Not too hot, no wind blowing, no humidity. You've done everything right. And then for some reason you just don't know what it is. It all goes pear-shaped about the 35 k's or something. So resilience and the psychological part of running, I'm not sure how you develop it. I don't know if there's any training program or whatever. I'm sure that elite athletes of all sorts, be they distance runners or something else, short run, sprint distance runners, long distance runners, or some other sort of athlete, footballers, whatever, they all have, at the highest level, access to all sorts of people, nutritionists, dietitians, sports psychologists, to help them develop the psychological strength of mind to be able to just keep going when the going gets tough. Maybe it's just like that little girl that I referred to. She just didn't want to be beaten by an old geezer. She probably didn't know she was on track for a PB, and maybe she didn't even care about that. Maybe she didn't even care about the old geezer beating her. She just wanted to keep running. And legs might have felt rubbery, a little like lead. She was gasping for breath maybe. I just thought, I'm not going to give up. I'm just going to keep going. I'm not going to give up. Got a bit to go before we notch up the second kilometre on the way back. I suspect it'll come to the Bungonia Bridge for the local people and make the right hand turn along Forbes Street, and somewhere along there will be where the 2k marker is. You can see the fog is lifting a little bit, but still quite heavy over to the left there, because that's of course the Mulwaree River. Welcome to Goulburn, Australia. Altitude 702 metres, population 23,000. 888. I think that was at the 2016 census. When I upload both of these clips, the earlier one on the outward bound trip and this one, I'll upload them separately. So you don't have to spend 20 minutes listening to me watching my hands move up and down and so forth. But I'll include the map. It's generated by the Garmin app on my phone from using my Garmin HR watch, HR Vito. So you'll be able to see that first lap was 4k to 6k, and the return lap was, of course, 6k to 8k. Coming back into the outskirts of Goulburn now. See the old Goulburn brewery ahead there with the red thing on top of the roof, or roof on top of the tower. There's a turn to the right there, which will be, as I said, about the 8k marker. This is the Mulwaree River, the Lansdowne Bridge, the Harold Booge Freeman Bridge. Not sure what Booge, that's been a nickname he was known by. So on Forbes Street here now, still see some autumn colours in these. I'm not sure if they're poplar trees or plane trees ahead of me here. We're about reached the 8k marker, so thank you for watching. Enjoy your weekend, and I'll catch you in a future running video.